Hi, this is Brian from Rocky Mountain Music Repair. Today we're going to talk about the care and maintenance of your saxophone. These are all things you can do at home on your own. We're going to be going over our care sheet that's available for free download in PDF form at RockyMountainMusicRepair.com. So we're going to start with what you should be doing every day. As you're playing your instrument, moisture and things are going to get into the horn. And if we can stop any of that from drying up and getting really gross to begin with, your life will be a lot easier. So what we're going to talk about is swabbing your horn. So this is a awesome little cannonball saxophone, and I've just got done playing it all day for my rehearsal. What we recommend is a silk swab like this. The swabs come with a little weight on the end, and what you're going to do is you're going to drop the string into the bell of the saxophone, and then flip the saxophone over. Be very careful not to drop it while you're doing this. The weight of the swab will come out the top, as you can see, and you're going to pull the swab through just once or twice. It's very important that you use the correct size swab for the correct size instrument. Don't use a tenor sax swab on a alto sax or it will get stuck and you'll have some major problems. If you swab this out like this just once or twice, just like I did, every day after rehearsal, your horn will stay much cleaner and much better playing. Once a week when you're at home, we recommend doing the following. You're going to want to scrub out your mouthpiece with just some soap and water and a mouthpiece brush. Pretty easy. And then we recommend also swabbing out and scrubbing the neck of your saxophone. The neck is the part that is closest to you while you're playing, so it's going to get the dirtiest. For necks that do not have a key on them, like a bari sax neck, you can take the entire neck and put it in some soapy water and scrub it out. This is a neck swab and brush. One side has brush bristles. That's for dislodging big chunks, gunk like that. And the other side is a soft swab for cleaning it out afterwards. Ooh, yeah, you can see some fun stuff just came out of there. Afterwards, you're going to rinse it off with some clean, clear water and let it dry. The final thing you're going to want to do on your neck is to clean the tenon. This is the part that connects the neck to the saxophone. If it is dirty or has anything on it, it could get stuck. So once again, we recommend using some soapy water and just wiping it off. Never, ever use any kind of grease or lubricant on these tenons. They're meant to run without any. If it is a little dirtier, you can use one of your brushes and scrub it off a little more. For saxophone necks that have a key on them, we want to be very careful to not get the pad on it wet. We have a small pad up here. My recommendation is to take a small sandwich bag and place it over your pad. If you do that, it'll stop it from getting wet. And then instead of submerging it, we're just going to dip our brush in some soapy water and scrub it out just like we did the other. You may need to come in from both sides. That'll prevent your pad from getting wet and having to get that pad replaced. We don't want to do that. So we're going to scrub it out, then we're going to swab it out. This will help keep your neck nice and clean, and anything gross that was in the neck won't make its way from the neck down into the rest of your instrument. Then we would clean the tenon the same way like we did before. Very important, don't let that pad get wet. The sandwich bag trick tends to work pretty good. We recommend wiping down your horn, just a simple wipe down to get fingerprints off and to get any junk that might have accumulated on there. For lacquer horns, which would be like any of these yellow colored finish, you can just use Pledge furniture polish. If it's a silver polished horn, or silver plated horn rather, you can use a silver polish cloth. For these finishes like this, Pledge will work as well. You can wipe them off and get your fingerprints off. Every once in a while, we're going to want to oil the keys. This is key oil, and key oil will generally come with a very long needle applicator on the end. And what we're going to do is we're going to work our way down the saxophone, and we're going to apply one little tiny drop of oil. No need to do a ton. Anytime you see a line where the key meets another part of it. On a saxophone, there are lots of little places. Don't worry if you happen to miss one every once in a while. It's not the end of the world. And we're going to work our way down and apply oil to every joint we can see. This one there, on the way down. This oil will prevent any moisture from accumulating inside the key and rusting out any screws, and will also keep it nice and quiet and moving nicely. You can also oil your little rollers here. Sometimes they get a little clacky, make a little bit of noise. You can put a dot on either end of there. So that would be oiling your keys. This is something you probably only have to do like once a month or so. You don't have to oil your keys too often. Although if you are using your horn for marching band, I would recommend oiling your keys more often. A lot of times you can get in a rainstorm or just moisture or just sitting your horn in the grass outside. It'd be a better idea to have your horn well oiled. The last thing we're going to do today is we're going to grease up the cork that goes to the mouthpiece. This will ensure your mouthpiece can come on and off with ease. Take your cork grease and just put a little dab on, and then use your finger to smear it around. If you over grease your cork, it will make it so you have to replace this cork more often because it gets a little saturated and slimy. You want just enough so the mouthpiece will go on with ease. That about covers it. If you have any other questions about taking care of your saxophone, go to your local repair shop. We can also answer questions at RockyMountainMusicRepair.com. The other thing we want to let you know is that we recommend once a year you bring in your saxophone for its yearly tune-up. That would include changing any pads and taking care of any other issues that might be going on. Yeah.